The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Nancy Pelosi rescued our economy in the midst of the Great Recession, saved the American automobile industry, provided affordable health care to more than 20 million Americans.
Wow. I think Obama would disagree with that. He was taking credit the last time I heard. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. What a day today. Not only is the market continuing to crash, I told everybody, I told my members, I said, don't listen to these people on these television shows, these financial TV shows. They're looking out for themselves. They are not looking out for your benefit. They're looking out for their retirement, not yours. And I'll explain this later as to how could it be? All these experts are always wrong. How could it be in the past 20 years, these so-called experts that come on TV, they have their own TV shows, these jibber-jabbers, they never can call a market right. In the past 20 years, we've had 12 crashes. 2 were major, where we lost over 50%. They haven't called one of them. On January 16th, I called this crash. I said on January 16th, that mark this down. I wanted everybody to mark it down. I said, please mark this down so you won't question me. Right here. I want everybody to mark down this date, January 16th, today. That Phil Grandy said, on this date, January 16th, this is the beginning of the stock market crash. Okay. But not one of them said that. In the meantime, what were they saying? What were they saying when I was warning this is the crash is beginning? And remember, I started to get my members in a position to make money as the market was going down, called shorting. But what were they saying?
The economy is in terrific shape. We are in an economic boom. The reality is we're clicking on all cylinders.
The market's on fire. The economy is booming.
The economy overall is incredibly strong, and that continues to be the story, the economy here in the United States.
There's a lot of real optimism out there, and it's reflecting in our stock market as well. Our economy is surging along. It's surging. It's a rocket ship right now.
This market on fire.
And here, again, how could they be so wrong? So while I was calling the crash and positioning my my members, these people are out there telling you everything was great. Everything's fantastic. How could they be so wrong? Today, more than 45% of the stocks in the S&P 500, the 500 companies, are down more than 20%. While they're telling you to buy them, I was telling you to get out of them and short them. Housing crash. Bernanke. How could he have missed the housing crash? Do you remember when he said, oh, we'd never have a housing crash? Never. The prices would never go down, he said. Can you imagine? That's what he said. He was so wrong. Prices did go down. But what was I saying at the same time?
And he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. This Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money with where he knew. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages, and the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
And here was Bernanke.
Saying, oh, this is a bubble and it's going to burst and this is going to be a real issue for the economy. Some say it could even cause a recession at some point.
Well, I guess I don't buy your premise. It's a pretty unlikely possibility. We've never had a decline in house prices on a nationwide basis.
Now, I called the crash. There's others as well. But I called that crash too. But here, Bernanke, Oxford, master's degree, PhD, these educated nincompoops. How could they be wrong? How could I call the housing crash? How could I call on January 16th, not only the crash, I said this is the first day, the beginning of it, that I said December. I projected a year out that the capitulation would start in December. And December, guess what happened? There was the capitulation. It was the worst December in history. I don't even have a high school diploma. I'm not proud of that. I had to go to work. I had to bring money home for the family. My mother and father, brother. I had to go work. But I got a better education going out there in the real world working than I ever get going to Harvard or Yale, for God's sakes. Because if that's what they produce, these nincompoops, are you kidding me? They can't predict anything. They can predict the stock market if they tripped over it. So, and you notice they all sound like parrots. Listen to them. They all sound like parrots.
The market's on fire. The economy's booming.
They all say the same thing.
The economy overall is incredibly strong, and that continues to be the story, the economy here in the United States.
And they go on and on. It's all parroting. These jibber jabbers, these experts, parrot the same cheerful things over and over. And God forbid if you're a contrarian, you go on one of those shows, whoa.
Will homes be worth more or less in 2007? Peter, what do you say?
These sky-high real estate prices are going to come crashing back down to earth.
First of all, I have no idea what Peter Schiff is talking about.
Most of the profits that people have in real estate are going to vanish, just like the profits in the dot-coms in 1999-2000. It's a fantasy. People can't sell their house. The inventories are exploding all over the country.
You hear them laughing? They're laughing at him. He's a pompous arse. Don't like the man. But he called the market. And what do? They laughed at him. And then in the preceding years, they wouldn't let him back on. Because if you don't go with the flow, if you don't go along with their upbeat narrative, you don't get back on. They start attacking you. Don't even attack you. They just don't invite you back on these shows. This is crazy. They got it wrong. See, their priority is not to protect your wealth, but to protect theirs. You got to understand that. Your planner, your manager, your 401k manager, all of them, they're there to protect their wealth, not yours. They're more worried about putting their own kids through college than your kids. They're more worried about securing their own retirement instead of yours. I've always said, you got to fix this. The only way you can fix this crooked industry is no more commissions. You got to be paid on performance. There should be a 60-40 split. Give the broker 60%, but he only makes money when he makes you money. Give him the 60%. Give him 60%. Let them go work hard for it. Oh, no, they don't do that. They just get their money whether or not you lose money. Isn't that amazing? With mutual funds, you're sitting there losing money now. You've been losing because there's no way you can make money in a mutual fund. First of all, your return over 10 years is 4% because you got 22 hidden fees, for God's sakes. That's another scam. But why is it they're always wrong? Well, I'm going to look into it for you.
Or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. We have 3 wonderful programs. We have a program for a person who just doesn't have time, the very, very busy person, where you follow my 5 recommendations. the same 5 stocks I've been investing in for over 2 years. You follow those recommendations, we tell you exactly what to do with those 5 stocks with complete support. So easy to do. We also have another program where you can follow 3 to 4 of the stocks that I actively trade every day. And then finally, if you want to really learn about investing and trading and all aspects of it, we have the best educational program in the country. So we have it all. Join my gang, philsgang.com. 877-600-GANG. That's philsgang.com. See you on the charts.
Don't wait. Make it a prosperous new year with Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
St.Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
It is with great joy that I rise today to place the name of Nancy Pelosi in nomination to be the next Speaker of the United States House of Representatives.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. You need some new blood. Are you kidding me? What are you, nuts? But here's what's amazing about today. This is what's amazing today. Not just the Pelosi is back in charge, but this is the day the most dangerous people took over. Maxine Waters. She's crazy. This woman's insane. And again, remember, this was Washington. This are her peers, that they gave her the label of the most crooked politician in Washington. She takes more kickbacks, does more deals, and she sits on the banking committee. That's the most powerful committee. Now she's going to chair this committee. She should have been in jail because of what she and her husband were doing since she was on that committee, getting loans for him. And just unbelievable. She's a thief. She's a crook. And not only that, she's crazy.
I have not called for impeachment.
You said I'm going to fight every day until he's impeached. That's what you tweeted.
Yeah, but here's what I've said. Impeach 45. Impeach 45. Impeach 45.
Unbelievable.
This liberal will be all about socializing and the government running all of your companies.
Now she has a younger generation coming in, a younger generation of communists. Here she is, Cortez. This is unbelievable.
We need to occupy every airport. We need to occupy every border. Unemployment is low because people are working 60, 70, 80 hours a week and can barely feed their kids.
Who would ever think we'd have a communist in Congress? Today, she came out with her first mandate for legislation. Very radical. She wants all the power taken from you and me and give it all to Washington. They run our lives. They're going to run her mandate is that our lives are not ours anymore. Our homes aren't ours. Our businesses are not ours. Our travel, not ours. Nothing's ours. Everything goes to the state. She's a communist. She says she's going to eliminate poverty this way. Can you imagine? This woman, she's crazy. She's going to overhaul America's lives. She's going to put in this national energy smart grid. She's going to do, just crazy stuff. Basically, what she wants to do is take anybody who works hard, anybody who is an American who just wants to better themselves. They don't want to be average. She sees anyone who wants to better themselves as an enemy. She wants people, like all socialists, okay? Everybody is the same. They all get the same pay. We all live in the same. She wants us all living in the same houses. She's nuts. She is absolutely nuts. This is the new generation coming up in the Democratic Party. Now we got Maxine Waters running the financial system, the banking system. Now, most people don't understand what that means, and I'm going to explain how it's going to affect your life and how dangerous it is. But first, let's check in on our members and see how well they're doing with stocks. Now, the market is down 630 points.
Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts.
The biggest problem with your 401k or your mutual funds is when the market starts to crash, there's nothing you can do. You can't mitigate your losses. You got to sit there and just take them. You call your broker every day, every hour. What should I do? What should I do? And I don't know why you're calling them, because their interest isn't your interest. There's no such thing as a fiduciary relationship with your planner, your broker, or the person in charge of your 401k.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
And the reason why is because the one 1/100th of 1 percentile. There's 12,000 of them, 12,000 households. They're called the 1/100th percentile. Their income is, I think it's $15 million a year, and their net worth $27 million a year. They run everything. They run all the monopolies. They run everything, the banks. They control Congress. They're so powerful, so wealthy, especially from 2008 up to 2018 when money is free, and they could create this fake stock market rally. Remember, we never had a recovery. We had a propping up of the market with free interest. It was subsidized by savers. If you were a saver and you had a CD and getting 5%, they took that away from you, dropped you down to like 1/8 of a point. And that way they could give to the hedge funds and to the CEOs and the banksters, they could give them free money. And it only benefited them. They're the only ones that made money. Now, what about the people in 401ks? People ask me that all the time. Well, people in 401ks didn't make any money. You didn't make any money because, first of all, when the market started to collapse in September, my members, I had them set up shorting. But in September, when we reached the peak and then the market dropped from September down to, in December, 24%, you lost money. But here's the other reason why you lost money. Because most of you you're not making enough money. There's 51 million people in 401ks. Over 50% make $30,000 a year. That's right. Let me repeat that. There's 51 million people that participate in 401ks, and about more than 50% make just $30,000 a year. So the problem is they're not making enough money to benefit because they're always taking money out of their plans. They always have to have money for school, pay for schools, or a lot of their money always goes to medical. Do you know the reason why people file for bankruptcy with their credit cards is not they're out partying and having a good time. Most bankruptcies are due to medical-related problems. And so that's why the people that are in 401ks, okay, they just don't have enough money to be in a 401k. They have to keep hitting them and taking money out. The 401k is a failed system. It doesn't work. You're never going to make money because, number one, when the market goes down, you can't make money.
Or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At philsgang.com, we teach you how to secure your financial stability. With a Phil's Gang membership, you will learn and understand how to invest in the stock market and how to keep those profits. Avoid the financial pain of 2008. Don't be exposed to losing your retirement nest egg. Take control and secure your investments with philsgang.com. Don't hesitate. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil's Gang. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Let's go to our stock corner. Let's see how our members are doing. Okay, so first of all, if you're in a 401k mutual fund, your average return is about 4.2%. So let's say 5%. Now let's compare that to the spiders. Now, the spiders is an ETF, and that's what I have my gang in. It's called SPY, okay? And then when the market drops, we turn around and we invert it by buying another stock called SDS, just the opposite. So you're always making sure, I'm always making sure my members, when the market's going down, they're shorting. They're making money. As an example, when the market peaked in September, the S&P peaked in September, my chart, my MV2 color-coded chart, turned red. It told me the institutions were pulling their money out. So we started to short the banks because we could see the banks were failing. As the market was going up, the banks were not leading. And every bank chart I had on my bank chart, they're red. They're all turning red, telling us the institutions are pulling money out. So instead of sitting there losing money, Citigroup, 18%. This was shorting now. JP Morgan, 12%. What was wrong with that? Then we also went into the commodities, U.S. Steel, 22%. We shorted it. And then we started to short oils like Halliburton, 13%. Now, I'm not saying every one of my gang members made that kind of money. What I'm saying is when it turns red and we give you the alert. So in a stock, we give you the alert so you have an opportunity to make that 13%. Now, not all gang members, when I give them the alert, all get in at the same time. Some get in later, some get in earlier, so some makes 13%, maybe somebody else makes 5%, depending when they pull the trigger and get in. But the important thing is it's like a business. I provide that business to you. I provide it, that opportunity. I tell you when to get in. I tell you when we're going to keep, when to add to your position. We put in a stop. So when we start, every stock we treat like an individual business, so we'll never lose more than 3% on a stock to make 10%. That's called a stop. And again, if you don't have time to be an activist investor, to come to my class every day, which is live at 9:30 to 11 o'clock, where you learn how to be an aggressive investor. If you're working, we have a program called Working Investor, or people who just say not working, even retired, they just don't want to learn anything. They just want to be told, here's the stock to buy, and then hold your hand through it, instructing you with alerts, and then tell you when to get out, and also tell you when to run like hell. That's the beautiful thing about that program. It's called the Working Investor Program. You've heard me call it the video stock. We've changed the name because here's what we're doing. The same 5 stocks that we had for 2 years, the Spiders, Goldman Sachs, Intel, IBM, Caterpillar, Schlumberger, they gave us returns of 10 to 15%. Now, the Spiders alone, that's an ETF. They generate a yearly return of about 19%. Now, that's based on a trailing 10-year data, okay, or 10 years. So let's take it and average it out. Let's say 10%. Let's do worse, 10%. Your 401k, you're lucky if you're making 4 to 5% because of the 22 hidden fees. And you know that they took the 51 million people that have a 401k and they asked them, you think you have fees? 65% didn't even know they had fees. They're paying fees. The 401k is a skimming operation. There's 22 hidden fees in a 401k that you don't see. Every day they're skimming about $150 billion from these folks. So you're getting lousy returns. And here's the worst thing. When the market dropped 24% since September to December, you had to sit there and kept calling your broker. What's he going to do for you? He has no fiduciary relationship with you. Why? Because the industry, the 1 percentile, but more important, the 1/100th of a percentile, which there's 12,000 of them in the United States, very, very wealthy. Their income's about $15 million a year. Their net worth's about $27 million a year. They control the stock market. When Trump, remember the Trump rally? From the day he got elected in November 2016 to September, it went up 35%. That was about $6 trillion in added value. So remember, the 1/100th of 1%, they get 85% of that value. Remember, people on Main Street and 401ks don't get anything out of it. Because between the fees, and most people don't have enough money to put in to make any money because they just can't afford it. It's a waste. It's ridiculous. So the real problem is this, as I said in the beginning of the show. What is it that these guys are always wrong? But are they? How could they come out every day when the market was dropping 24%? So think about it. The market was dropping 24%. And here's what they're saying while it was going down 24%.
The economy is in terrific shape.
Right? As the market's dropping.
The market's on fire. The economy's booming.
So this is what they kept telling you while the market's going down.
The economy overall is incredibly strong. And
they sound like parrots. But we were positioned the short. At the same time, they're telling you a pack of lies. Best job growth ever. Lowest unemployment rate ever. Fastest economic GDP growth ever. Best wages ever. Strongest economy ever. Biggest capital investment in 20 years. Best corporate earnings ever. Remember they were telling you that? And the market was going down. But you believed them. And as I say, the poor folks in these 401k, they're screwed with the 22 hidden fees. And remember, the 401k is never set up so when the markets go down for you to mitigate your losses. That's really terrible. They've been set up as the largest skimming operation in the country, skimming $250 billion in fees a day from 51 million participants. Now, here's the problem. So when they're telling you every day how wonderful the market is, and they've been wrong every time, they've never identified when a crash is occurring. Why? Are they that stupid? No. Of course they're not that stupid. These are very highly educated guys. These are Yale and Harvard, and are you kidding? And the top computers and technology. They knew the market was crashing when I said on January 16th it was crashing, but they were shorting it, not you. While they're telling you, okay, to stay in, the economy's strong.
The economy overall is incredibly strong. And
they weren't in there. They were shorting. They have no fiduciary relationship with you because they make so much money that they own these people. They create the rules, like Wall Street. Okay, Wall Street has so much money, they make so much money, they own Congress. And so you go back and you say to yourself, so what's going on with these people? How can this be that they never tell us the truth? Because they've taken care of themselves. It's that simple. Think about it this way. You know the Senate Banking Committee? What was the Senate Banking Committee set up to be? And remember, we got the biggest crook on the Senate committee now. That's not my words. That's her peers, Maxine Waters. The Senate Banking Committee was set up. It's about Americans. It's about investors. It's to keep our economy on a sound footing. The Senate Banking Committee is to keep our economy on a sound footing. They're supposed to focus on helping working families. They protect our nations, our investments, keep our economy secure. What kind of job do you think they did with that? We had a huge crash, but they took care of themselves, didn't they? Remember, after the crash, they were supposed to start regulating. They said, let's put the Glass-Steagall Act back in. Did they do it? No. Just like the FDIC, you put money in a bank, and you say to yourself, oh, I'm safe. My money is protected by FDIC. Oh, really? You think so? Well, I'll tell you when we come back how safe your money is in a savings account.
Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
I will make sure that all the stocks that we are engaged in that are going up, we will get maximum returns, and we will be out of those stocks by watching our color-coded chart. You never again will have to worry about being out of an individual stock or an ETF or an index when the market crashes. You will be out before it does happen. All you got to do is join my gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'm reaching out to you. All I'm asking you to do is to reach back to the kids at St. Jude when you're making money.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month? philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So, you have all these smart people that are so wrong. Are they wrong? No. They've been lying to you because they always want you to feel good. They want you to go out and spend. Even the president, remember Baby Bush?
This work begins with keeping our economy growing, and I encourage you all to go shopping more.
See, they always want you to go shop. That's the idea. That's with these TV shows, and they want you to feel good, so you go shop. Because remember, spending, consumption is 70% of our economic growth, and everything is based on that. So Wall Street wants you out there shopping, so they're not going to tell you the truth. The banking committee is not going to tell you the truth. Now, let me ask you a question. When Bernanke said this in 2005,
saying, oh, this is a bubble and it's going to burst and this is going to be a real issue for the economy. Some say it could even cause a recession at some point.
Well, I guess I don't buy your premise. It's a pretty unlikely possibility.
So he said it was unlikely possibility we're going to have a crash. I said the same time, and my response to him was we were going to have a crash. He's out of his mind. What's he, nuts? We're going to have a crash. And thank God people remember that. So here I am. I had 6 weeks of high school. Then I had to go work. 6 weeks. So let's see what his background was, Bernanke. So let's see. He finished high school. I couldn't finish it. He finished Dillon High School. Yeah. He played the saxophone. I could only play the radio. He was in a marching band. So we started out with high school. And then Bernanke scored on his SATs 1590 out of 1600. I thought SAT was a sandwich. I didn't even know what the SAT was. 1590 out of 1600. And he couldn't tell us that there was going to be a crash, but I did? I didn't even finish high school? Wow. What are you, nuts? He was a National Merit Scholar. He was also, he won the 1965 National Spelling Bee. He attended Harvard in 1971. And then he went to work for Goldman Sachs. He also graduated with a a Bachelor's of Art degree, and then he's got all these letters behind it. He looks like an alpha. He was an economic. He was a summa cum laude in economics, whatever that means. He had a PhD in a degree in economics. MIT, yeah, he got a degree from MIT. I mean, think about what he did. This guy has a Harvard degree, PhD. He got also another degree from MIT. So he went to Harvard, he went to MIT. I mean, my Lord, the education. And you're telling me that he couldn't tell if there was going to be a crash? Of course they did. But their job is not to tell you about crashes. Their job is to make you keep buying, make you feel good. Just like when the market crashed in 2008, Maxine Waters now is in charge of the Senate Banking Committee. Remember what their responsibility was supposed to be. First of all, when the market crashed, they promised the Banking Committee that was their fault. The banks got too big, and they're supposed to size these banks down. The 5 biggest banks collapsed. That's what took us down. And they're supposed to take and put the Glass-Steagall back in and make sure they weren't going to be too big to fail anymore. Remember? They never did that. They're supposed to make sure the FDIC, in case there was another banking meltdown, there'd be enough insurance to cover your deposits. That's a big lie. There is not enough insurance to cover your deposits that you have at the bank. I'm sorry to tell you that. There's something like 16, let me get this right. They only put aside, we have $9 trillion in our banks in deposits. The Senate Banking Committee, who now Maxine Waters, a communist and a crazy crooked person who's in charge of, they only put aside $33 billion to cover $9 trillion deposits. So when you walk into the bank, you see those little cute signs, oh, you're insured by the FDIC. What are you, nuts? What are you, nuts? You're not insured by the FDIC. Let's talk about adjustable rate mortgages. Remember, it was the adjustable rate mortgages that destroyed our economy, in 2008 caused the crash. And the Banking Committee was supposed to fix that. Did they fix it? No. Matter of fact, today there's more adjustable rate mortgages today than there was in 2008, which means we're heading down the same road. Let's talk about the money market funds. They're supposed to make sure that they were the safest investments because in 2008 people lost money in their money market funds. What did they do with those? You're not safe with the money market funds. It's supposed to be the safest investment out there. But guess what? They did nothing to make them more secure. They're supposed to be regulated to make it more secure. They're also supposed to fix that the consumer never have as much debt as they had in 2008. Now they got much more debt. So what does this all mean? And government has more debt. They don't do their job. Because the reason they didn't fix anything since 2008, we're heading in the same direction, is because the 1/100%, the owners, they own Congress. They get them elected. They own them. And that's why we have such a different, the inequality we have, the rich and the poor, it's getting wider and wider because the wealthier these people got between 2008 and 2018 by giving them money free to go and speculate in the stock market, they became so wealthy they control Congress. So they can do what they want. So what do? Do you run and hide under a rock? No, of course not. You got to be smart. Don't listen to these people on TV. It's ridiculous. Look, why don't you join my gang? Just try it for a month. Become a member. It's only $39.95. And then why don't you start with the program? You got 2 programs. You got the one program that you can be an aggressive investor, and we have an academy that we teach you how to do that. You come to our classes, we have videos, nobody does it better than we do. But for people who don't have time, or they got time but they don't want to go through learning, they just want, here, give me a stock that's a good stock and just tell me when to get out. Or if I'm in a good stock, tell me when to add to my position. That's exactly what this program does. And we have the same 5 stocks for 2 years because that's how you make money. The Spiders, the Goldman Sachs, Intel, IBM, Caterpillar, Schlumberger. Because we know those stocks so well, and every day our team gets together, and at 2 o'clock, we put up the instructions what to do with each one of those stocks. You can't miss. It takes you like 2 minutes a day, that's all. And then you got like your own coach. If you don't understand something, if you're in one of those stocks, contact us. All we ask, if you make money, please help St. Jude. We've been doing this for 20 years here. It works. And then I developed my MV2 color-coded chart. Here's the key. It tells you when money is going in and when money's going out. That's the key. So there's nobody here to help you. Nobody on Wall Street's there to help you. You got to help yourself. And one of the answers on how to help yourself is join my gang. What did I say in January 2016? I said, what would cause this crash? I said, what would cause this crash is going to be China. That was going to be the catalyst. And I said, the FANG stocks are going to drop first. Well, guess what? The FANG stocks are now down 20%. I was right on both of those. How did I know? Number one, I followed my chart that identifies when the institutions are pulling their money out. When the banks, the insurance companies, the hedge funds pull their money out, what are they telling you to stay in? They're telling you just the opposite, right?
The economy overall is incredibly strong. And
oh, yeah, right. But I bet you Becky was shorting. I bet you she was shorting. I bet you Payne was shorting.
There's a lot of real optimism out there, and it was reflecting in our stock market as well.
You don't think Payne knows that the stock market was going down? When I kept telling my members from September, keep shorting, because it's all red, the institutions are pulling money. You don't think Payne knew that? Of course he knew. But that's not his job, because his job is to make sure you stay out there, you keep buying, you feel good, because the more that he can get you convinced that everything's great, everything's fine, you go out and spend, and they pick up more money. They pick up advertising dollars. I tell you this all the time. These financial networks are fighting for advertising dollars. They're fighting for the automobile industry advertising dollar. They'll do anything, say anything to get those dollars, and that's their job. So they're never going to tell you the truth. And there's no fiduciary relationship, because the folks who run this whole game, they're so wealthy, they made sure there's no fiduciary relationship between you and them. 877-600-GANG. Start now with one of the 5 stocks. Try it for 30 days, for heaven's sakes. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. It's up to me.